This is hopefully a sweet marketplace pickup. It was only on there this afternoon. I jumped on it as soon as I seen it. Thing is, she was only available till 7:15 tonight, and I had football till 7. So I've hopped on my bike. I'm meeting her down here, big Tesco. I've got here a little bit early. Man, I was motoring. Right, I'm going to set myself up. I'll show you what I got when I caught my breath. Have a look at this, a crimson red Sony PSP. To be fair to her, she did make it clear in the listing that she didn't have a battery with it, so it is untested. But that's no drama. Over time, those batteries can expand and they're easily replaceable. I can just order one of them off of eBay. It is immaculate though, it's hardly been used. There's no scratches on the screen. Love that colour. Matches my shorts actually. Now she wanted 25 quid for it, absolute bargain. Even if it doesn't work, there's still a bit of profit to make, but that'll be going in my collection. But the best thing about it, and what she failed to mention in the listing, she had the original box and the manual as well. New PSP battery ordered. I was just having a look at the prices of them in CEX in there. Because it's boxed, I could take that down to CEX and get 79 quid cash, 119 trade-in value. Looking on eBay, they sell for about 120 quid. It is tempting to sell it when you see the prices like that, but I don't have a boxed PSP, so of course it's going in the collection. It's the type of thing that should hold its value anyway, so if I do come to sell it in the future, might even be able to get a bit more. Today I've come to Newport. Let's see what we can find to sell on eBay. Look at that in the glass cabinet there. That's a Sony portable radio. Sony, it caught my eye. I had that really cool Walkman last week. But whenever I see little tags like this, see 8 quid, I think, oh, they've obviously looked that up. Well, I've just looked that up. And that sells for about 20 plus post. So yeah, bit of profit, but it's just a cool gadget. I love having a fiddle around with stuff like that. Let's get it. A couple of games in the basket. FIFA 06. 07 night fair, quid. Another one there. FIFA 07. Pro Evo. Interesting board game up here, look. Discovering Europe. Strategy game. It's got tons of cards in it, and it's got 12-sided dice. It's not a usual set up your board, get from A to B, 6-sided dice type game, is it? It's a bit more interesting than that. And looking at sold listings, this goes for about 15 plus post. 2 quid. It is a risk. It's got lots of pieces that could go missing. Look, it's got over 100 cards in there, but the profit margin makes it worth it. There we go. Deal or no deal board game. Selling on eBay, 20 plus posts, and I've sold one of these recently. What do they want for it? A quid. Again, with all board games like this, you don't know if all the pieces are there or whether that telephone works. But a quid, that is definitely worth the risk. Sean T, T25 up on the shelf here. I've actually done this back in the day. Really good program. What is it now? 5 quid. Not bargain of the century, but there's still value in that. I will check if all the discs are there. It's got the book, looks like it's got the little nutrition plan with it too. Get it listed, get it sold, get it done. Oh, result. Look at this. My son's been reading these Pokemon Adventures manga books. Only a quid. Brand new, they're 7 quid. So no resale potential. But I know he's got number 1, so this is number 2, isn't it? Nice pickup. He'll enjoy that. They got some good books in here. Have a look at these. Who remembers Commando from back in the day? I remember these used to be like quite small little comic books. There's a whole collection here. 8 quid. Bang on eBay sold listings. And look. Stick that back on there. But these are interesting as well. Look. Star Trek Next Generation, Starfleet Academy. Books 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 through to 10. Missing 11, 12, 13. How much are these each? £1.50 each. You're a Star Trek fan, that is worth picking up for a read at that price. Looking on eBay though, these don't seem to be particularly good sellers. And when they do sell, maybe 2, 3 quid each. So if you're a collector, you're getting a better price. They're just not for me. A lot of games kicking around in the charity shop today, but look at those two. Super Mario Bros. Wii, 20 quid. Mario Party 8, 20 quid. Oof. PS4, 100 quid. Gotta have a dig through the 50p box. Check this. Micro Scalextrics red slot car. Brushes are a bit wrecked on the bottom. But there you are, look, you can push them out so I can test that to see if that's working. And there's the yellow one there. This one isn't in such good condition. You can see it is missing 3 of the tyres. But if I pick that yellow one, I can just throw that in for free with the red one. It makes my listing a bit more appealing. 50p box coming through. There's a little bit of CX trading value on the sharp yellow. Sims 2. Anyone want 50p? Currently trading in about £2. Again, not a mega amount of money. But some of the games I need to complete my PS2 collection, they only cost £1 or 50p. So that could be a free game. Peeping out the window of this charity shop, look, you can see CX down there. And in the glass cabinet, we've got PS2 games and 360 games. Don't know what the price is like on them. Playboy the Mansion though, CX sell that for £12 and they offer £4 trade-in. I think that History Great Battles one, that's a couple of quid as well, trade-in. I can't quite see the price on there. And yes, I absolutely bought Playboy the Mansion for £5. Stick it up on eBay for a tenner plus post. It should sell pretty quick. I would show you the back of the box, right? But yeah, I don't think it would be suitable. I can't believe this is an actual thing. Hey, come to Newport did not expect to be going on with Playboy the Mansion, that's for sure. And while we're here, you got to really. Red Faction 1. I've needed this one for ages and surprisingly hard to find. It's only £1. You can obviously pick it up from Vinted and eBay. But when it's only £1 in here, it feels bad, even just paying £2-3 off those platforms. Manual, although it's got a bit of pen on it. I don't really care about that. Ni no Kuni. I used to have this ages ago. I never gave it the chance. I love the style of it. The hand-drawn artwork. It's £4. I want to give that a crack. It's a bit different to the usual type of game I play. It might be a nice refreshing change. My boys have been getting into their Lego games. Lego Jurassic World. They've been watching this on TV as well. £5. I'm going to pick this up for them. There's a lot of pent-up anger being exerted on eBay at the minute. I'll give you an example, right? I sold a load of die-cast Disney cars. Stuck them all up as one big bundle. They're not wrecked, but they're all in heavily played condition. Lots of paint chips here and there. Took tons of pictures, put in the description, used, plays with condition. And they sold really, really quickly. I then have 5 messages from the buyer. His first one says, "Why have you described these as having no scratches? Why are you trying to mislead me?" Next comment, "I would like to cancel this and have a full refund." Third comment, "If you don't cancel these, then all I'm going to do is resend them back to you at your expense because they're not as described." I'm thinking, what is going on here? I then get pictures through. He's sending me screenshots of my listing. His next message had tons of those laughing emojis in there, and he's saying I could send you more screenshots. I'm thinking, what is going on here? So I opened up the listing and I've been using the eBay artificial intelligence to populate the description. Now I thought that AI would take the description from your item title and then your item specifics and just tart it up a little bit. Lo and behold, reading through the AI description, it said these come with no scratches or no dents. Now where has the AI got that from? Now granted, it's on me to check what the AI has written in that description. I just didn't. I thought the pictures would be enough. The price was so cheap that it obviously was suitable for the condition. But this guy, right, he's got proper stress with it. Sent him a message back, was like, "Look, you can have your full refund, I'll cancel it. No worries about it at all." Jeez. 2 negative feedbacks this week as well. Now look, I've only had 1 negative feedback in the past 12 months. I've had 450 positives, something like that. Only 1 negative. And then to have 2 in a week. First one, right, I sold a Stormtrooper helmet, a voice changing one. And the negative feedback said battery compartment was corroded. I know it's not corroded. I went in there and I cleaned that battery compartment. Now the terminals might be discolored, but it was certainly working, not corroded. Tried to send a message to the buyer, no message back. So I got in touch with eBay and I said, look, I think that negative feedback is misleading because somebody is going to come onto my shop, see the negative feedback, and they might think, hang on, I'm trying to pass off faulty items as working. I'm not doing that at all. The advice I got from eBay was they couldn't help me there and then. Have I tried using the feedback revision tool? And I said no. So I gave that a go. And I wrote this feedback revision as if I was writing to eBay. So I said something like, I dispute the buyer's claim that this is corroded. The buyer has provided no evidence of this. And I put something like, why would I send something that is broken and claim it's tested and working and tarnish my eBay reputation? I've sold loads of this type of thing in the past. And you get the picture, right? Sent that through this thing. Lo and behold, that goes to the buyer. And the buyer can then review what I'm putting and then make a decision whether to take back the feedback. Now, if I'm the buyer and I've received that off the seller, if I could reinforce why I put negative feedback, that is what I would do. I thought it would go to eBay and eBay would be an independent body and review the case and then make the decision. That is a lesson learned on me. I felt like an absolute fool, right? Felt like a fool. So I will be contacting eBay in a week's time, whenever the buyer doesn't respond to that, and just see if I can get that resolved. The next bit of negative feedback was a jigsaw puzzle. It was a 4,000 piece of pre-owned. The buyer did it, completed it, fair play to him, and I had a bit missing. And I'm putting myself in their shoes thinking, if you spent all that time, you'd be absolutely gutted. So I can understand why they've come out and given some negative feedback. Now, before that negative feedback was received, the buyer messaged me and said, look, there's a piece missing. So I said, I'm really sorry about it, and I gave them a full refund. Even though I gave them the full refund, they then went on and gave that negative feedback. I was a bit disappointed about that. Is what it is though, isn't it? This time I did use that buyer feedback request tool, and learning my lesson from the Stormtrooper helmet, I did write a nice message to the buyer, said, really sorry, I've given you a full refund, you get the gist of it. And they did actually change my negative feedback to a neutral feedback. So that's a win for me, that's a win. But it's just been a week of it, you know what I mean? I don't know, I've actually watched a few other YouTubers and they're having similar problems this week as well. Whether that be awkward buyers or just having slow weeks on general, some are going around, must be. I'll be honest with you, sales this week have been pretty slow, but Friday lunchtime I popped down the charity shop and I saw 6 Care Bears in there. They were priced up at £5 each, but the lady said if I bought them all, I could have them all for 20. I'm thinking, okay, there might be a little bit of profit here, but more importantly, they're easy to research, they're quick to list. If I can get them all listed that Friday lunchtime, it might just kickstart my eBay sales a bit. And you know what, it did. And in fact, one of them did sell really quick. This is Lucky from 2002. St. Patrick's Day's coming up, isn't it? It's got the shamrock, looking very Irish there. Sold for 12 quid. Nice retro Adidas coat here. Size 32 to 34. That's all it is. Just plain blue with a little Adidas hit there. It's got the retro Adidas tags. That's sold for 16. Another way to stimulate a few sales, I've been playing around with the prices of some of my live active listings. And you know what? It surprised me just how long some of them have been up on eBay. Take these for example. A generic pair of UK size 4 ladies Adidas golf shoes. No particular model, no real defining features on them. The only way they are going to sell is on price, isn't it? So I slashed what I had them listed at before. I want to get these shifted. Took an offer, 12 quid all in. Same with this one really. A Toys R Us flower. Not many listed and not many sold. And as you can imagine, the demand for that is not going to be particularly high. I had this listed up for 15 quid because one of these sold for that ages and ages ago. It's just not got much attention. Dropped the price, sold for 11. And then someone jumped on my store, bought 2 items, so I'm combining the postage. This was the first one, and I dropped the price of this because I've had this listed for a while. From 1986, this is a baby My Little Pony. If you get the angle right, this one opens and closes its eyes. Perfect little collector's item. And this is a strange one here. This is like a knockoff Transformer Insecticon. You can see it's kind of a Beetle mode there. Spin it around there. There's all the robot features. It is missing one of their little legs. Looking at the wing there, it was made in the year 2000. It's by Leader Shine, made in China. Some people have got these listed up for tons, but this one, the condition just isn't there. Those two bundled together, 22 quid all in. Late night Care Bear sale. I've got all the packages and stuff out inside. I might as well add this to the list too. And this one's called Tenderheart. The colours on it are really vibrant, aren't they? This one sold for 12 quid. I thought I turned a corner I had. I literally just said that I dropped a load of prices on the stuff on my eBay listings and it had sparked eBay into life and I've made a few sales. This weekend has been a shocker. I've sold 3 things all weekend and I've been listed an absolute ton, so there's no excuse for that really. So in the end, I've sold a pair of Neymar Jr. Kiddies Nike football boots. They've gone for £11.50. I sold a pair of Kickers school shoes. They've gone for 15 quid. And at the second time of asking, in this bag, I've got those 30 battered up Disney cars. They've sold for 25 quid all in. 3 things all weekend. eBay sales, Monday and Tuesday. No, in fact, all of these sales were on Monday. So I've had 3 sales across the weekend. All of a sudden I have 5 sales on Monday and absolutely none on Tuesday. Like, where is the consistency? What is happening? Anyway, first sale, pair of Nike Magistas, UK size 5. These aren't the top end. Usually these are all rippled. That's just a print on top of the boot there. They went for £11.50. I had a big sort out. I dumped a load of Lego Duplo into the charity shop, but before I did, I took out all the figures and I stuck them up on eBay. 30 in total, no idea how to price them. Prices are all over the shop, right? I just stuck them up for 18 quid all in and they sold really quick. Don't know if there's any particularly rare ones to look out for. There may have been some in this bundle. Either way, they've gone. A 50p box special, we've got a Corgi Asda HGV lorry. That one's gone for 13.50 all in. A snow globe in the middle of March. This one didn't sell Christmas time, but it's sold full price now. It's Anna and Elsa are Frozen. This is by Marks and Spencer. That's gone for 15 quid. And finally, we've got a Power Rangers Dino Charge Plesio Megazord. I've never seen this one before. When I picked it up, I bought it just for the research. Luckily, it had all the pieces with it. This one sold for 16 quid all in, and that is cheap, you know. And the reason I priced it cheap, you can see the plastic there, it's gone all yellow, but it's only yellow on one side. This has been proudly displayed in someone's bedroom window, and over time, the sun has just hammered the back of it. That's a cool Megazord. So, busy episode today. Next stop though, all eyes are on the reseller summit. Really looking forward to that this weekend. Only booked my hotel last night, better late than never. That should be a really good weekend. Guys, if you enjoyed this video, hit that like, hit that subscribe. If you are going to the reseller summit, I look forward to catch up with you then. If not, I'll see you in the next one. It's weather.